What's up, guys? So you guys are watching me right now. I wish I could move it, but I don't want to move it because it's nice and steady. But I hung up my camera and it's on one of the island lights, just kind of hanging there. So I hope it doesn't fall in the middle of this video. But as the first video here at the new apartment, I want to talk about a couple of things that I feel like certain fitness trainers don't like to admit. And if they did admit it, it would make them a better fitness coach, a better fitness professional, a better trainer, whatever you want to call it. I personally like calling them coaches. If you have watched my Instagram, I explain why I like to call people coaches and not just trainers. Trainers is very simple. It's doesn't mean much. A coach is the person that likes to really embed themselves into your life. But anyways, the point of this is there's a couple of things that I realized that people don't like to do, and it's admitting that you might not know something. Being a personal trainer, I've always liked fitness since I was a kid. Before the age of like 14, 15, I had asked my parents to give me a membership at Gold's Gym, and I would go, and I never really knew what to do, and no one really helped me out, and never got anywhere. But I would say the past 3, maybe 4 years, 3 years. 3 years is where I really dove into trying to learn the functions of personal training and the knowledge behind it. And the one thing that I'm 100% guilty of at the beginning of all of this is trying to answer everyone's fucking question. It never worked, right? Because I eventually started to realize that information was hurting more people than it was helping. So now I really try and answer questions truthfully, where instead of getting a question from a personal training client and answering it right away, even if I do know or don't know the answer, I try and really think about like, okay, should I answer this and be the daily hero, or should I be the guy that gives that opportunity to be a hero to someone else? And what I mean by that is, if you don't know the answer and it has potential to hurt somebody, when it regards to maybe a physical injury, a movement that you're unsure of, food-related things, when it comes to situations like diabetes, cancer, I don't know, some bizarre situation where it's completely out of your realm, don't try and answer every question. People will appreciate honesty over the little lies that eventually will get caught anyways, that you'll get caught for anyways. Pass the torch to someone else. People will appreciate your honesty that you don't know the answer right away. Find an expert in certain areas that you don't know. So if personally I know how to build muscle, I know how to teach you how to set up your macros, how to build great endurance, how to Olympic weightlift, and a few other little things. But I'm not an occupational therapist, I'm not a doctor. There are certain things that, of course, I wouldn't feel comfortable speaking about. But other trainers that don't want to look stupid will answer these questions when they shouldn't be, all because they don't want to look stupid at that moment in time. And that can go one way, which is you'll answer the question, your training client has so much trust in you, and you're giving them misinformation to a situation that they're already in that's bad, And then they're going to take it to heart. They're going to listen to you. What if that situation gets worse because of your information? It's not like you can get in trouble for it necessarily, but you could potentially lose that client, lose trust in somebody, and then it has a trickling effect where, people will start to figure out that you're just misinforming everyone, and you're not willing to say, you know what, that's not my area of expertise. But I do know this website where you can go on and try and send people to .orgs. Don't send them to every .com website, or send them to a .com website that has citing of organizations that put this information out for everyone to read. Try and be the trainer that sends them, like, hey, I don't know the answer to that question. Here's this information. Here's this person I go to. Even try and send them to someone local in your area that you might know of. And what I always say is, if you want to go the extra mile and really gain a lot of trust in this person, maybe even take a trip with them to that visit to an occupational therapist, or to someone like a chiropractor, or whatever doctor's visit that you're recommending for them to go pick up this information. That way, one, it's a learning opportunity for you to hear out the situation, and you're also going to build more rapport with this person that you have paying you $50, $60, $70 for 30 minutes or an hour, or whatever the situation is. Make it an entire package for your training client and you, but be willing to get under the bus, throw yourself under the bus, and put someone else in the driver's seat so that you don't build a bad habit of lying and stepping out of your realm. There's no way you know all the information in the world. That's why there's different careers and all kinds of things when it comes to the human body. Don't be the hero for all questions.